Our Daily Bread for March 23rd, 2022, entitled God's Good Glue. The scripture for today's devotional is found in Genesis chapter 1, verses 20 through 25. Scientists from Penn State University recently engineered a new kind of glue that's both extremely strong and also removable. Their design is inspired by a snail whose slime hardens in dry conditions and loosens again when wet. The reversible nature of the snail's slime allows it to move freely in more humid conditions, safer for the snail, while keeping it securely planted in its environment when movement would be hazardous. The researchers' approach of mimicking an adhesive found in nature calls to mind scientist Johannes Kepler's description of his discoveries. He said he was merely thinking God's thoughts after him. The Bible tells us that God created the earth and all that's in it, the vegetation on the land, the creatures of the sea, and every winged bird, the creatures that move along the ground, and mankind in his own image. When humankind discovers or identifies a special attribute of a plant or animal, we're simply following in God's creative footsteps, having our eyes opened to the way He designed them. At the end of each day in the creation account, God surveyed the fruit of His work and described it as good. As we learn and discover more about God's creation, may we too recognize His magnificent work, care for it well, and proclaim how very good it is. Reflecting on today's devotional, how do you see God's handiwork in creation around you? How can you respond in praise to Him? Let's take a moment to pray. Creator God, thank you for the unique and perfect way you created the world and all that's in it. Your works are wondrous.